What's going on, everybody? We're back at it today. So, another week, another episode. So, update, how am I doing with the gym? I'm going. I'm back on track. Not perfect, but I'm getting my days in. But today I want to talk about something a little different. Supplements. This fitness industry is oversaturated, and I mean that oversaturated with different products. Like, I can sit there and tell you for hours. There are different, vitamins, different fat burners. So I'm gonna tell you what I use and what I recommend, because not all of them work the greatest. The reason I say that because some of them I don't believe they work. I think they're bullshit. So because how can I put this? Some of them are like those little bottles back in the day the voodoo doctors put in here. Drink this, you feel better. You drink it, like, oh yeah, I'm great, but really not cured. So, there are a couple ones that I recommend highly. Okay, pre-workouts. I don't have any right this moment because I ran out and I threw it away the other day at the gym, and I like, damn it. But I am going to do a separate video on pre-workouts. So there are good pre-workouts and bad pre-workouts. Best way for a pre-workout, to be honest with you, and this is what I was told for a lot of trainers, is one thing. Black coffee. Drink black coffee. Best one. But unfortunately, we're not always be able to do that. So the one I personally use is called Kill It by 5% Nutrition. They have a powder form and a drink form. I like the drink form because you're supposed to drink all of it, but half is more than enough. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's like over 300 grams of caffeine. That's going to be going pretty fast. That's one. Obviously, I'm going to tell you you're going to need protein. We all know that one. Be careful what kind of protein you get. Again, I'm going to make a separate video on the protein I use. Reason I say that, it was a few years back. I remember there was a big lawsuit. Can't remember which company it was. But the protein they said on the bottle was not legit the protein. I'm like, oh, that's not good. So I actually used to use that company. I don't use it anymore. I remember that much, at least. I'm not that old. So I do not use fat burners. I do not think they're needed. I don't think they're great. I think you're asking for a lot of trouble there. Do I think they're bullshit? No, I don't think they're bullshit. I do think they're actually have fat burning ingredients in it. I just don't agree with it. The one that I do agree with, I don't use personally because it just upset my stomach. It doesn't agree with me too much. Is apple cider. I'm not a big apple cider person that puts in water like when I get drink it. No. By the way, this is water. Before you guys say anything, I know that's coming in the comments. People take a shot of it. I don't do that personally. If I do apple cider, I'm gonna put it in my salads instead. But they do make vitamins with apple cider. Okay. It doesn't agree with me, unfortunately. I have the aftertaste. It makes me gassy. I have puked a couple times, so it doesn't agree with me. But I do believe it is a place for that. So I'll show you what I have. There's only one I'm missing. Didn't get it yet because I'm gonna get paid. When I get paid, I am definitely gonna pick that one up. So, multivitamin. I use Solagos. That's the brand I always like. I've been raving them since the day I started the channel. Vitamin one, multivitamin, and it has literally vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E, Trimo, Rolus, Nico, vitamin B6, vitamin B6, 12. Where is it? Antacids. You guys get the idea. Good mixture. I showed this to my personal doctor. He was very happy with this. So the next one I use. Where is it? Zinc. The reason I use zinc is a good reason. One, it helps with my acne, believe it or not. Two, it detoxes the body a little bit, believe it or not. Again, I use solo. The reason I also like Solo, I forgot to mention, they're quality product with a decent price. I know this might be a little weird when I say this. I'm going to say it out loud. These bottles reminds me of the old school actual real vitamins. The glass bottles, back in the 70s, I want to say 60s. So, the next two. This is more for beard and hair than vitamins for loss, but I still take them. Biotin. I am finishing my Cycle 2. I don't want to say Cycle 2. I'll say my second bottle of Beer Octane. Great stuff. I'm going to do a full review on this soon. I really started one, but it's going to be a part 2. But again, great stuff. 60 capsule. Now, I also have the Solo code ready to go when I'm done with this. Do I recommend one or the other? I think both are really good, to be honest with you guys. It comes down to preference, too. And which one do you prefer? You might be feel more comfortable. Hey, I feel comfortable buy, Beer Octane because I buy their products already. Great. Or Solo, I prefer them. That's up to you. That is a personal preppy of yours. So, that's one down. College. This comes in a powder form. Some people put in orange juice, I heard, water, whatever. I prefer the pill form. I don't like powders, personally. I'm not a big fan of powders. Even pre-workouts, I don't like the aftertaste. Great stuff. So the one I am missing, it's actually two. I just remember it's not one. I'm missing fish oil, and then I'm gonna get next, and I'm gonna get B12, both of them. So here's the thing with B12: we do not get enough sun. I don't care summer or winter. We don't. We became creatures of habit. Stay inside, play video games. There's nothing wrong with that, but you need your sun. Let's say beards, for example. Hair, skin, it needs it. It grows better. In winter, you're definitely not getting it. So definitely get that. Fish oil, it helps so much with amino acids and burn fat, believe it or not. So, and one thing I do want to say, I've been seeing them a little bit lately. I saw them before. I found the bullshit, and they are bullshit. You may see pre-workout in pill form. Don't buy it. That is some bullshit right there. It's nothing pill form. I tried it, and it was a waste of money. So, now, do you cycle yourself off this? No, you don't have to cycle any of this stuff. This stuff is, you can take them 90 days, 120 days, 360 days. There's no cycling around this. You're good at that. The only one I would recommend cycling is pre-workout. I recommend that. Cycling, I mean, like, use it for, let's say, a month. I think it's more than that, actually. Let's say 60 days. Then get off it for 2 weeks and get back on it. Now you're gonna, what do I do with it? Meantime, coffee is a good option, like I said earlier. Or what I see people do, buy a bottle of, let's say, Kill It, for example, and move to Hemorrhage. That's another good pre-workout. Then keep rotating because the formula are different. You gotta check what formula you want to, you gotta do a little more research to see what you want in your pre-workout. I don't want to get into too much detail in the pre-workouts because I'm not very educated yet. I'm gonna get somebody who might is. That'd be a good idea, actually. But except that, those are the ones I'm using currently. I think next week we're gonna talk about a little protein. So except that, guys, if you're using any of these, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments below. I'm curious. What do you guys use? Except that, guys, stay fresh.